Hey guys, my name is Brie Curzio. I am the Worship Ministries Director here at Christian Life Fellowship. This is Jordan. Jordan, what do you do here?
I'm the tech lead here, so I'm in charge of everything AVL back here.
Awesome. Today we wanted to just walk you through some of our expectations as a new member of the tech team so that you can hear our heart about the vision of what we do and why we do it here on this team. So we're going to take you through, this is a four-part series that you'll watch over the course of your Infuse journey. And we're really excited to share this with you and just share our heart with you behind all the expectations that we have. So first thing is T, we've made an acronym, right? Tech, T.E.C.H. And T, we have designated as take time. We want you to take your time when you're back here. So 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17 says that all scripture is God-breathed. It says it's useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, training, and righteousness so that the servant of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. We want you to be thoroughly equipped for your job here in this space. And so there's a couple things that you can do to make sure that you're taking time and you are thoroughly equipped for your job back here. So Jordan, one of those things is to double check the order of service. And this can happen in your Planning Center app or on the order of service sheet that's at each location where you might be serving for weekend services, and then taking some notes about your responsibilities.
Every position is given a clipboard, which looks like this. On here we have our Planning Center sheet, which basically goes over the order of service. You have basically every song, it says who's going to be leading it. So if you're on cameras, that's very important to know who's leading what. That way you guys know in the order of which to capture which person. Same for sound, you know who's leading, it's great. It also includes all the other moments as far as transition, prayer, sermon, etc. So it's just a great tool for you to be able to have as you're navigating through service.
Yeah, awesome. And you're able to write down whatever you need to. So at a rehearsal, if you've got questions about anything, you can write those things down and really just take your time. Go through that order of service sheet, go through it at rehearsal, ahead of rehearsal, know what to expect before you get here, walk through it, and take your time getting the answers to the questions that you need. Taking time to connect with your other teammates is another really important thing because we want unity. We want people to work together. How does unity impact the tech team?
Well, often being part of the tech team, we're often just here doing things and we kind of get caught up in our positions. But we really need to be able to work together. Like lights and Proper Center, they both have to be able to hit those cues at the same time. Cameras, if you're not able to communicate clearly or well, you might have some errors that happen, and you just want to make sure that everything is as clear as possible. So having that relationship with whoever you're working with that week is really important.
Another really great tool we have to keep communication open and to connect with each other so that whether you're in the front or the back of the booth is the headset comms. So that's really helpful, and you'll get a full kind of rundown on how to utilize those when you begin Infuse as well. Okay, so the last thing that I want to talk to you about is just making sure that you understand what the priorities are back here in this booth. So as the worship director, obviously every role is important, and every space, nothing is less important than the next one. But we want to make sure that we have, clear instructions on what takes precedence at any given moment. And from week to week, that might change. But first and foremost is, I always say, you can hear something and not see it and still experience it. It's really difficult if you see something and you don't hear it. It's much harder to experience, or you think that there's some kind of error. And so that's kind of the same principle applies back here. So our first priority, obviously, we want to make sure everybody can hear things well and clear, because if they can hear, they might not be able to see, but as long as they can hear it clearly, they can still be a part of the experience. They might even have their eyes closed as they worship. And then the following would be what's visual. On top of that is just making sure that we pay attention to what's happening in the room as the priority. Online becomes secondary, at least at this juncture of where we are as a church, and we're reevaluating that regularly. So if that ever were to change, we would let you know. But for right now, the priority is in the room. So we want a good online mix for sure. But our precedent, our priority is what the mix sounds like in the room for the people that are here over what it sounds like online. And the same applies for visual with camera and pro presenters. So we want to do our best to accommodate everybody, but our priorities, we want to take time to make sure that the main thing is still the main thing here. So that's all we have for this first video. We've got some more videos in store for you. Can't wait to share those with you. But in the meantime, I can't wait to get to know you a little bit better and see you at rehearsals.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited to be able to work with you guys.